Yang Guifei was born in 719 during the Tang Empire. Her father was a high official, and at age 14 she was married to a prince, the son of Emperor Xuanzang. However, the emperor decided he wanted her for himself and took her as his consort instead. The emperor appointed her family members to imperial court positions and ensured that she lived a life of luxury in the palace. He became so enamored with her that he neglected his duties in the court. He spent all of his time with her, and his absence took a toll on the empire. The army became weak, and a young general named An Lushan led a rebellion against the emperor. The emperor and his court fled the capital, and royal officers became angry while escorting the family. They blamed Yang Guifei for the rebellion and the weak state of the empire. After convincing the emperor, some officials strangled Yang Guifei to death. The emperor was eventually welcomed back to his throne and is believed to have mourned Yang Guifei for the rest of his life.
Yang Guifei is now remembered as one of the four great beauties of Chinese history. The idiom slender fei, plump yuan compared Yang Guifei to Empress Zhao Feiyan, who was known for her slender build. This painting of Yang Guifei from the 13th century shows the range of body sizes between Yang and her attendants. Full-figured women have never had a stigma in Chinese history, but after the life of Yang Guifei, fuller depictions gained popularity over their thinner counterparts. Accompanying Yang Guifei's full and mature figure, the long, loose robes with high necklines became very popular among court ladies, as you can see on the female figure on the right. One day, Yang Guifei apparently fell off a horse and her hair became loose on one side. The court ladies who saw this disheveled state of Yang's hair immediately started copying this hairstyle. This just fallen off the horse hairstyle became Yang Guifei's signature, as you can see pictured on the right figure. Yang Guifei was accused of distracting the emperor with her sexuality, and her sexuality is often a prominent theme of depictions of her. Peonies represent Yang Guifei, specifically her glamour and assertiveness. These flowers are sometimes incorporated into images of other beautiful women to show their similarity with these aspects of Yang Guifei. The poem Song of Everlasting Sorrow was written in 809 CE by Bai Juyi, 50 years after the death of Yang Guifei. This poem was adapted into a play a year after its completion and has since been rewritten as multiple films and musical renderings. It is performed daily at the Huaqing Hot Springs in Xi'an and maintains great popularity in Chinese schools. The Song of Everlasting Sorrow is cited as an influence for the Tale of Genji, written in the 11th century, which is a piece of classic Japanese literature focusing on the doomed relationship between Emperor and Lady Kiritsubo. Rumor in Japan says Yang Guifei ran to Japan rather than dying in China.
Here's a stanza from the poem. She was privileged to bathe in Huaqing Spa on a cold day of spring, washing her creamy skin with slippery water of the warm spring. As she was languorous, a maid helped her out of the spa. This was when they first mated, the beginning of a saga. This poem is written in a very sensual tone that shows Yang Guifei's femininity and elegance. Her feminine appeal in the passionate love story with the emperor captivated poets and artists for years after her death. The site that was referred to in the poem as Huaqing Spa is one of the most famous sites that Chinese people visit today. It is located in Xi'an and has history of over 6,000 years. It's believed that the emperor frequented this site with Yang to enjoy time with her. There you can see objects associated with her, such as Yang's personal bath rimmed with pink jade, which the emperor only allowed her to wear. Pictured here is an elegant white marble statue of full-figured Yang Guifei. At night, the visitors can also see Chinese opera adaptation of Yang's love story. Operas and shows based on the story of Yang Guifei is not only performed in Xi'an, but also in Japan. Yang's story is well known to the fans of kabuki. Kabuki Yokihi, Yang's name in Japanese, has been performed by a well-known Japanese kabuki specialist, Bando Tamasaburo. The performance incorporates many non-Japanese elements, such as distinctive movements of the hands, delicate long hair, long white Chinese silk robes. They are all inspired by Peking opera and used to characterize and distinguish Chinese Yang Guifei. There are also many Chinese TV and film adaptations of the story of Yang Guifei. The fact that filmmakers continue to create films about Yang to this day show the appeal of the tragic love story, and the appeal that brought Tang Dynasty down is timeless and alive even today.